Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. As you can see today, we have a very complete collection of the Chanel Classic Flap, which does not require introduction. If you are thinking of getting one but not sure what style, material and size, you are in the right place. This video is all you need to watch to make up your mind. The term Chanel Classic Flap is sometimes used loosely to refer to this particular style of handbag that comes with a flap opening, front lock and a shoulder chain. The original design is this 2.55, which is introduced in 1955 by no other than the Coco Chanel. It's a very significant bag because it is the first women's handbag that comes with a shoulder strap. Before this, women can only go around with the impractical clutches. There are three iconic details to this bag. First is the diamond quilted stitching, chain, strap, and the Mademoiselle lock. And in 1983, Karl Lagerfeld reinterpreted the 2.55 and introduced the Chanel Timeless Classic. And he introduced two new key features. One is the CC turn lock, most recognizable symbol, and he swapped the metallic chain to a leather woven chain. This has since become the most popular style handbag by Chanel. So these are the classic designs of Chanel, which is always on sale, but every season Chanel comes out with some seasonal designs. For example, this square stitched quilting is called the chocolate bar for its obvious resemblance. The most classic material is the lambskin leather and the caviar leather, which is a calfskin leather with a finishing that gives its signature pebble coating. So this caviar leather is more scratch resistant than the lambskin leather, which makes it a very popular choice. In the seasonal models, you can have other materials such as suede, tweed, fabric, denim, cloth, and they also come with such a wide array of colors, so it's safe to say every girl might want just more than one classic flap. Besides the design and the material, another decision you have to make when buying a Chanel Classic Flap is choosing which size is right for you. This might be the internet's most complete size comparison of the Chanel Classic Flap filmed on video. Today, we have 6 different sizes. Starting from the left is mini, the small and medium, large, maxi, and we have a super maxi, which is 40 centimeters wide. Let's kick things off with some raw data, sizes and dimensions. First is the mini bag. The Chanel mini bag is introduced in 2010. It is fairly recent compared to all the other models. When it was released, it quickly became one of the most sought after sizes of the Chanel Classic Flap because of the popular mini bag trend of today. So the Chanel mini flap comes in 2 shapes. This is a rectangular shape. You may also have seen the square shape. The rectangular shape is measured at 20 centimeters wide, 12 centimeters tall and 5 centimeters thick. The square one is measured only 17 centimeters wide. The mini size Classic Flap is a crossbody bag. It only comes with a singular chain, and all the minis are single flap style because of the sizes and capacity restriction of the bag. So I'll talk about what fits inside later. Stepping up just a bit is the Chanel Small Classic Flap, which measures at 23 centimeters wide, 15 centimeters tall, 7 centimeters deep. The Small Classic Flap looks exactly the same as the medium size of the Classic Flap, which is only 2 centimeters wider. The Small Classic Flap is the rarest sizes in second-hand market because of the small quantity of handbags produced. Therefore, it is highly collectible, highly sought after. It could be more expensive than the medium, even though there is less material used. The retail price is lower. The most popular size of Chanel Classic Flap is the medium size, which measures at 25 centimeters wide, just 2 centimeters wider than the small, 16 centimeters tall and 7 centimeters deep. So if you're only going to get one Chanel Classic Flap, the medium size is what we recommend. What I have with me is a vintage Classic Flap from the 2000. This is the lambskin leather. The leather used in the vintage Classic Flap is better quality and it patinates in a way that can't be matched by the modern Chanel Classic Flap. Also, before 2008, the gold color hardware of Chanel Classic Flap is coated with 24K real gold. If you chance upon a Chanel Classic Flap in caviar leather with 24K gold hardware, make sure you snatch it because that's one of the most sought after vintage Chanel Classic Flaps on the market. If you want a bit more space to carry in your bag, the large Chanel Classic Flaps may be the answer. This is the large size, which is also called the jumbo size. It measures at 30 centimeters wide, 20 centimeters tall and 10 centimeters deep. This is a very practical bag that can fit most of your daily essentials and some extras. If this is not big enough, we have a maxi size, which is measured at 33 centimeters wide and 22 centimeters tall. Most people probably don't need a bag this size, but it is more of a statement-making accessory, especially because most of the maxis come with a giant CC turn lock. You can see here that CC turn lock on the maxi is much bigger than the one on the medium size, because that is in the proportion of the bag. The maxi flap was made so popular because Victoria Beckham was spotted carrying a Chanel vintage maxi flap in black with gold hardware, driving up the price of the maxi bag. In recent years, the price has kind of fallen to a more reasonable level because of the decline of popularity in larger size handbags in the last few years. If you want to invest in a large Chanel classic flaps, now is probably the time to buy. What fits inside these bags? Let's do some tests today. I have a couple of things with me here, going by the sizes. First test object is the iPhone Pro Max. Another one is an umbrella. I live in the tropics. In the summer, there are tropical rain showers almost every day, so I always make sure I carry an umbrella. This is an iPad Air. And then we iPhone size file folder. We're not going to do a laptop test because I only have a MacBook 15 and it doesn't fit into this maxi bag. A MacBook Air would be able to fit into this maxi bag. iPhone Pro Max versus the Chanel mini flap. You could fit it in with plenty of space. There is enough space for also wallet, makeup, keys. This is a small and mighty bag. It carries all your daily essentials. A very practical handbag to go out, but it doesn't fit an umbrella. Moving on to the small one, it fits the umbrella. There is plenty of space. Besides the umbrella, you can fit a phone, wallet, card, and keys. The small plastic flap is so popular because it's small, it's cute, and also it's very practical. It carries most of the essentials. The medium classic flap has a double flap. It fits an umbrella. There is plenty of space left for all your other essentials. Now, moving on to our next test subject, we have the iPad. Let's see which bag can fit the iPad. The medium flap is wide enough for the iPad but not tall enough. The large classic flap can fit an iPad Air. This is an A4 folder. Again, it's wide enough for the A4 folder but not tall enough. The Chanel Maxi Flap is big enough to fit an A4 folder, making this a perfect work handbag. Size often translates to weight. Do keep that in mind when you're choosing the size of the Chanel Classic Flap. The medium and small sizes are pretty light. They weigh about 500 to 600 grams. The medium size is still relatively lightweight, around 600 to 700 grams, while the large size could weigh up to 1 kg, 1 kg to 1.3 kg, with Maxi reaching 1.5 kg, especially if you're planning on carrying your work documents in your Maxi Classic Flap. To think about the distances you have to walk carrying this handbag on your shoulder, it could potentially be a good workout. Of course, there are other factors besides the size that influence the weight. For example, material. A handbag made of fabric and denim is going to be lighter than one made of leather. Secondly, is the chains. The leather woven chain is much lighter than the metallic chain on the 2.55. Thirdly is the flap. Most of the classic flaps, apart from the mini, come with a double flap. Occasionally, if you find a handbag that comes with a single flap, not having double flap greatly reduces the weight of the handbag. Let's talk about styling and wearing occasions. The Chanel Classic Flaps are very versatile pieces. They can be dressed up and down depending how you style it. The mini and small flaps are really cute cocktail bags. They can also be dressed up for specials like a wedding. The medium flap, being the most classic and versatile piece, can be really dressed up and down. You can pair with the jeans for a casual look, but it's also perfect for a special occasion. The large bag is a really practical everyday bag. You can carry it to go for errands, for work, but just be aware of the weight of the handbag. The Maxi is great for making a statement. The capacity makes it the perfect travel bag. So every size of the Chanel Classic Flap has its own charm and special occasions to use. It's safe to say every girl needs more than one classic flap. Thank you for watching. If you like my video, please make sure to subscribe and visit my website luxspecs.fr.